Hey everyone, welcome back to another budget video. This budget video is going to be my June 2020 wrap up video. So if you watched my June, like the beginning, setting everything up, all of these pages, the monthly spread, the weekly check-in, the sinking funds, debt tracker, and then the budget, that was my first initial video for the month. The second was my mid-month, which is where I filled out, you know, half of the month and filled out some of my weekly check-in as well as some of the bills that I had anticipated. And here we are with the end of the month, and I'm just going to be finishing filling out the weekly spread and just kind of closing everything out. And I'm super excited about it. I'm excited to be kind of moving into July. There's a lot of things that are like weirdly up in the air, which I'll explain, but I'm kind of excited nonetheless. So I do have my little key here. I get asked about my key a lot. This is just a marble washi card, and then I put some coil clips on here. You can get coil clips anywhere. And then I just put some of the stickers from Romina Rosa, which is these stickers that I use here as well as here, as like my key. So I track my debt, adulting, which I consider to be groceries, gas, any sort of like adult type situation that's not a bill. Does that make any sense? And then spending, which is spending any money, or not Avery, Reagan is screaming right now. She's trying to fall asleep and she's getting mad at Avery and I can hear it. Spending, so that can be just anything I spend my money on that's not really needed to be spending money on, but that's just me. Eating out, which I think makes perfect sense. And then sinking funds, which I don't know if I'm going to use this anymore. I'm not sure. We'll see. Probably more so in the future, but right now I'm really not dipping too much into my sinking funds. I did a lot in May, which unfortunately I didn't track May at all because May was very hectic. But nonetheless, let's just go ahead and jump into the weekly spending. So I set this up so dumb, and I need to remember it for next month, but I have it set up from... yeah, I have it set up from Sunday to Saturday, which I personally hate because I'm a Monday to Sunday planner. So I just have to kind of pay attention to that. So we're starting here with the 15th, which I already paid electric, which I have checked off. And I had put in my budget, I anticipated it to be 200. It was 201. What a difference. So moving into the 15th, what do I have? Okay, so we got some Italian deli food this day for $28. And then we went to the Tractor Supply store, which I feel like I've talked about this in various Plan With Me's, but we got pellets for our cats instead of litter, but you guys will hear about it in a new Plan With Me that we switched back to litter because one of our cats was not very pleased. So that was $7 for pellets, which I'm so sad about because litter is so expensive, but pellets are so cheap. It's just a 50-pound bag was $7, whereas like a 20-pound thing of litter is $15. Ridiculous. Anyway, moving on. Also, just to be very transparent, this week and this week, your girl filled all that out a couple weeks later, like today. So I went back through my bank statements, and some days are a little bit skewed. So it's a little bit crazy if you're trying to like match it up with my planner. It may be sideways, it may be off a couple days, but that's just because I went based off my bank statements because I'm a big dum-dum. Okay, so for Tuesday I have streaming. So streaming isn't all just streaming, but I put in Disney Plus, CBS, Netflix, Apple Music, Avery's ABC Mouse. There was something else. PicMonkey, which is where I edit my thumbnails, which like you might be like, Ursa, you don't edit your thumbnails, but like I kind of do. So I put it as streaming, but I am going to eventually add this as an actual bill. Whether that be in July or August, I'm not sure. It was 50. I crossed it out because I put 42 initially, but I found another one. And then I did buy some more monthly stickers from Romina Rosa. I spent 18. I'll put that in there. And then our Dunkin' for the week, I have been putting it as Dunkin' 1, Dunkin' 2, because the amount of times we go is kind of crazy. And I just don't want to use up all my stickers like that. So for week 4, we spent $40 at Dunkin', which seems wild. And then last but not least, for the 16th, I spent some money on Etsy. This month, I had kind of a spending issue, but we're hoping to reel that in. Who knows? And that was 50. And then First Watch again. We did First Watch Wednesday 3 weeks in a row, which I love First Watch, but we spent 45 this time. As you can see, it got increasingly more expensive, but I think we figured out a way to make it a little bit less expensive. And then Texas Tag hit my account, which is the tolls here in Texas. I've ranted about them before. I won't rant about it anymore, but it was $20. Then on the 18th, I did pay State Farm this day, so I will check that off really quickly, and I'll go ahead and go into my budget for that. So I had anticipated that to be $150. It was actually $170. I forgot we paid double renter's insurance, or yeah? No. Renter's insurance for an apartment and then insurance for the house. So it went up, and I don't pay attention. Double. I'm just gonna call it double. It makes more sense. We also had Popeyes for dinner, so that was $19. Popeyes is kind of really, really cheap for the three of us, which is weird, but it was good. And then we bought groceries from H-E-B online. It was $82. And got gas this day, which was $20. Oh, I kind of put those sideways, huh? Let me adjust this just a little bit. Just a little bit. And also, if you're wondering what I am referencing, I do have a print impression planner that I'm currently referencing. I'm not going to show you this week because, like, well, I'll show you, but it's like gross. It's chicken scratch. But it's looked cuter in weeks prior, you know, like it's actually looked pretty cute. But it's gotten to be chicken scratch lately because, yeah, that's me. This Friday the 19th, we had, I keep saying we, but it's me. I had Home Chef hit my account for $25. Shop Hopes, which is like a little boutique. They had a really cute like two-piece set that I really liked, so I bought it. It was $57, which is kind of crazy, but it's really cute. And then Spectrum hit our account, or no, I paid Spectrum this day, which it wasn't due till the 28th, but I did go ahead and just pay it this day. And I had anticipated Spectrum to be $160 because that's how much it was first month, but it was actually $109, which is still stupid expensive. I think we are going to switch to AT&T now because we've seen them in our neighborhood, so I know they're putting lines down, and AT&T is really cheap and we enjoy their service. So paid that this day. And then on Saturday I made another Etsy purchase. Etsy's been just killing me, for $40. And then Sunday doesn't match because Sunday moves to the next thing. Okay, so yes, let's go ahead and work on this. Sorry, I'm just very out of it. I should have probably zoomed in, but I did not. Let me also pull up my calculator. Okay, so this week, let's do it. So for debt, I didn't pay any debt this week, so that would be at $0. Also, thank you to those of you that corrected me. I whited it out and fixed it. So I paid $0 in debt this week. Also, if you shake quite a bit, I apologize. And I also have to have my planner sideways to write because I just can't. So in total then, because this says remaining, but I total it up. This will eventually change in the future, but as of right now, this is what's working best for me. My total that I've spent on debt so far this month was $360. Now we can move on to adulting, which is the blue. So I have $50 in streaming services and various other things. Texas tag is 20. Oh, wasn't even in frame. And then I check it off as I go. And then gas was also 20. You see that? I hate the coil so much. I'm excited to be moving out of the coil. 82 for H-E-B, and then we had Home Chef for 25, which puts me at 197 for adulting. And then I'm gonna add the 197 to the 446, which puts me at 643. My phone is dying. If it gives you guys any sort of anxiety, I apologize. Okay, and then spending, gosh, I hate spending. I'm not even excited to finish out the month because you'll see. Tractor Supply Store, we spent $7. Etsy, $50. Romina, $18. Excuse me, Shop Hopes was $57. And then Etsy again was $40, which is $172. And I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my 446 again, which is $618. And then eating out is what's gonna get us because we ate out quite a bit. So the Italian deli was $28. Dunkin' was $40 for the week. First Watch was $45. Popeyes was $19. And that's it, so $132. It's not too bad. And then we need to add $132 to 219, and that's 351. Right, yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the last 2 weeks then. Do we need to zoom out? Let's check. Maybe just a little bit. There you go, cool. So moving into the Sunday, which I'm like so annoyed. So the phone bill I am not paying for this month. I did talk about it in my budget video, and I don't normally talk about it. So if you are new to my channel, I am the sole income currently for our household of me, my husband, and our 2 daughters, which is totally fine with me because he is currently in school and I work a lot and I make good money, so I may as well. But he did come back to work to help us and also just to make a little bit of extra cash for the past month, and I think he's gonna finish out July because his next classes are getting really difficult. So I told him, like, you don't have to worry about it. So he did take over the phone bill, but I do believe I'm gonna end up paying like $60 for it. Or no, I think I already gave him the money for it, so you'll see that later. So the phone bill is paid, but technically I did not pay it. So for me, I had it as $300, but I paid, I think, $40, but I'm gonna put it as $0. So I'm very hyped about that. So exciting about that. Moving on to the rest of the week. So Texas Tag hit me again for $20 the 21st. Did I do that right? 21st? Ugh, I'm so annoyed with how I've been doing the dates. I will change that for next week. So Texas Tag hit me again for $20. And then I did spend a little bit of money on Etsy for $45. Just like them wax melts and stickers, y'all. They've been really getting me. Okay, and then I gotta switch my page. Okay. Then on the 22nd, I paid a debt payment. I paid K's. I paid the minimum, which is $30. And then Target. So Target's $201. I was originally going to pull it out of sinking funds because it was mostly household stuff. But it was like, I don't know. A part of me wanted to pull it out of sinking funds because I didn't want to have to look at the total for my spending and be like, wow, I really spent that much in June. But also I do need to hold myself accountable, if that makes any sense. So I am not pulling it out of my sinking funds. I did spend the money out of my regular checking account, so it was $201 eep, but I'm holding myself accountable. So it was a lot of like home decor. Like, who knew that throw pillows could be expensive? Not me. Okay, moving on. Tuesday, we had our Dunkin' for the week 4. Week 4 Dunkin' was $30, so not too terrible. And then HEB, which was $70. I need to get on a better schedule of when I'm ordering HEB, but lately it's been like, oh, we're running low on something. Let me just place like an order. Wednesday, I didn't spend any money, so go me. My only no spend day, I'm pretty sure. So proud of myself. Friday, well, actually, I didn't spend any money. Thursday is also a no spend. Technically it's not because I had Dunkin' this day, but 2 no spend days, pretty proud. Friday we have Etsy for $42. Whoa, why does it say 67? Oh, because I added the other sticker order I placed, which was 25, so it came out to 67. Sorry, I didn't want to confuse you. And then I had Home Chef hit my account for $60. And we had Red Robin for dinner because Brian was craving a burger and I love their chicken salad. So it was $40. Okay, and then on Saturday, Text Tag again for $20. And nope, that's the week. Wow, what a good week. I'm so proud of myself. Are you proud of me? Because I'm proud of me. I'm not proud of that, but I'm proud of everything else. So let's go ahead and finish this one up. So debt, I did spend $30 in debt this week for K's. So that brings, oh, where's my phone? My phone's like buried in my lap. And I just got text messages, let me see them. Okay, me and Audrey are talking about wax right now. I'm burning the Morton Co. Pineapple Dole Whip one, and it's probably my favorite thing I've ever smelled. So $362 plus $30, which is $392. Okay, and then adulting, we have Text Tag at $20. Can you see? Perfect. And then we have HEB at $70. And then Home Chef at $60. And again, another Text Tag at $20, which brings me to $170. excuse me, plus 643 is 813. Cool. And then spending, Etsy 45, plus that beautiful 201. I crossed it off because I put 210 initially, but it was 201. 201 plus 67 in stickers and various other things. It wasn't all just stickers. So that is 313 in spending in 1 week, which is, again, holding myself accountable. I'm not going to pull it out of sinking funds because that would just annoy me. Plus 618, right? Yes. $931 gross. And $31. And then eating out, Dunkin' for 30 plus Red Robin for 40. So just for clarification, because I know how to do basic math, that's 70. That's not bad though. And then 70 plus 351 is 421. Cool. So let's go ahead and finish up with the last couple of days. All right, I'm like embarrassed, but whatever. Then last couple of days for, already did Spectrum, which is perfect. This week we had, insurance? Huh? Wait. Insurance 120, but I put State Farm 170. I don't know. Anyway, so Sunday we have pizza for 30. We got pizza from a local pizza place that was really good. And we can't just get pizza there. Like, we get so many things because their food is so freaking good. And then I paid a Honda payment, which I paid the minimum, which is $515. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? I need to switch this page. And then on Monday, Dunkin' for week 5, which was $10 because week 5 is 3 days. And then, was that Monday? Okay, cool. And then Tuesday, I paid Brian $40 for the phone bill and various other things. I just gave him a little bit of help. And then HEB for $107, and that was week 5, which week 5 is obviously only 3 days, but like it feels nice to have, you know, only a couple of things put in here and not any spending because your girl is a spender. Did I put everything right? Hold on, let me check this just to be like double check. Water. Okay, I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, cool. So this is done, and then my little sticker book's done, and let's go ahead and do the rest of this. Cool. Sorry I'm all over the place, but I also think I might film my July one today. We'll see. So debt for this week, I paid Honda, right? Yes, for $515. I don't need to do any math, but I will insert that in just so we can add it to the $392, which is $907 that I've paid in debt this month. God, writing at the bottom is like my worst nightmare. I'm so sorry. Adulting, we just have HEB at $107. Plus 813 is $920. Spending, I didn't spend anything, which is nice. But that still leaves me at $931, which is sad that that's the most like I spent, I think, this month on anything in particular. And then for eating, oh, I have Brian is eating out. Why did I do that? Whatever, we'll just do it because it makes sense, I guess, for me. So 10 and then 40, so that's 50. Oh, and 30. So 80. Sorry about that. So I spent 80 on eating out this last week. Add that to 421, that's 501. Not bad though. I mean, not great, but also not bad, for me at least. So those are all those numbers. This is my weekly check-in numbers. Not the greatest, but it is what it is. Sinking funds, I kind of went back and forth on adding anything this month, but I did decide just to ultimately not add anything. What I wanted to add, I ended up just putting into our savings, which I do not share our savings, just because of certain reasons. So we are just going to end with the same with our categories. Our house is still sitting at $445, and then all the other categories currently are sitting at 0, but we'll add to those eventually. I don't really feel like vacation is like something I really want to add to right away, but everything else I feel like you know, should probably be added to. And then obviously no transactions, so I didn't need to fill out my transaction log for sinking funds. Okay, moving on to debt tracker. Yes, let's finish out the debt tracker. So I did go ahead and pay all of the minimum payments this month except for Barclay. I always spend $100 on Barclay. I've had it in my head since I got this credit card that the minimum payment is always $100. So the additional payment was what, $35? Hold on, let me do that math real quick. 100 minus 65, yeah, 35. I was like, I just want to make sure. So I did make an additional payment of, ew, that looks terrible, 35. And let me just add those numbers up, 872 plus 35, just to make sure that that equaled out 907. Is that where it? 907, look at our numbers equaling out. So progress in June, I paid down 907, leaving my total, if this is right, 90,359.42 cents minus 907 at 89,000, which is so nice to be down in like the 89s, like the 80s at least. 89,452.42. So I do not have any rollover numbers this month since Kohl's is not paid off. So my rollover is at 0. Cool, and I just started this because I really like it. I think for July, I'm gonna put total 2020 starting in June or something, just because I feel like I like that a little bit more. So there's that. And then moving on to this bad boy. Oof, okay, so water, first of all, I anticipated to be 75, which doesn't make any sense because the deposit was 150, so like my brain is just already gone. But our water bill did not come this month and I started getting worried. So I looked at our account and it said our account was inactive. So I reached out to our builder and I reached out to the water company and it's apparently in our builder's name still. So we're trying to figure that out and get it sent, like switched to us from the builder. Like they need to physically tell the water company that it's in our name now. But I'm so anxious because I know it's going to be pretty expensive because we've lived here for 2 months now, going on 3 months. So I mean, water bills are typically pretty cheap. If we had that $150 deposit, plus, you know, it's going to be 3 months of water. So it's, I mean, I'm super anxious. So technically, the water bill this month was 0, but I'm not feeling comfortable with it. So we'll see. So, you know, I have my actuals. So my budget was $27.10. My actuals ended up being $17.46 plus 201, 170 plus 0. I don't know why I just did that. 109 plus 90 ended up being $23.16, which isn't terrible. Obviously it's like $400 off, so that's nice, but 16. Okay, and so income, obviously I don't put in. Spending, I didn't have an estimate for it because like, who am I? So I did end up spending $23.16, and then if we add up all of our spending, which is this, we have, oh, I don't even want to look at this, 907, oop, what am I doing? 907 plus 920 plus 931 plus 501. Nope, let's do 510 minus 9. 32.59, gross. Okay, so bills, spending was 32.59. So how I do this section here is I do income minus bills minus spending is my total, and then I do write my total over here, and whatever money I can throw into savings, I'll throw into savings. Whatever money I can throw into sinking funds, I'll do that the next month, and it all kind of rolls over. So that is it for my June budget video for you guys, my June budget wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed. I feel like I'm not like teaching you guys anything other than just like you're watching, you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend like her, she's crazy, which is crazy. I guess it's a good thing. Don't spend your money like I do because I just can't help it. But I do also spend for 4 people and, you know, mostly myself, but it's fine. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.